I set up my first library with 1036 books and
Okay.
I collected over 2000 books in just 3 days. The main aim is the touch and feel of a book matter.
The fresh smell of a book is
Behind.
uncomparable.
It's not a change in the environment, it's a change in the mindsets of the people. Modi ji had heard about my activities, and during that duration, one day we received a call from his office saying that when I got an invitation from the president's office for a Independence Day reception.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Again, I'm back with another session of pods today, and hope you have enjoyed the last previous pods, which was with my friend, my colleague Ramakanan. So there we discussed about how AI, especially Gen AI, is changing our lives, especially in career. And content writing, how it is changing particular landscape, and how you young people who are coming into as want to be a content writer. What kind of skills they want to pick up and all that. So we discussed about that. So that link is already live on YouTube on my channel, so you can go and check out that. It will be very interesting for you. Today's discussion is very interesting. I have a very different topic and very interesting guest today. She's a very young, talented girl from Hyderabad, Akarshana. Her name is also, very beautiful. Like Akarshana Satish. She has done incredible thing. At her age, she has opened 16 libraries throughout across Hyderabad. That's not mean feat. He has done an incredible job, and for that he has been already been recognized many media channels and all that. Not only that, even our honorable prime minister Narendra Modi has also taken a name. He has congratulated her. So let's welcome Akarshana Satish on my show today. Hi Akarshana, how are you doing?
Hi everyone, I'm Akarshana Satish, a 13-year-old studying in the 8th grade at the Hyderabad Public School. And during COVID times, I started donating food to cancer children at the hospital. They requested for coloring books. With the help of my apartment neighbors, family, relatives, and school friends, I was able to collect 2000 books over 3 days.
Right.
This I set up my first library at the MNJ Cancer Children Hospital. So far, I've established 18 libraries with 12,100 old books. I got an appreciation from the Prime Minister, President of India, and so far my journey has been great, delightful, and I felt satisfied throughout.
Absolutely fantastic. That's an intro like people would want to know about you. Like everybody will be wow. Like, at your age, whatever you have done is absolutely fantastic, amazing. People just think about like doing such things, but they don't take that leap forward to do such philanthropic work. But you have done it. How did it all start? Like, how did this thought came in your mind that I will start this kind of a project? Like, not many will think about it at your age.
So, as I mentioned in my intro before, around COVID times, my
Hmm.
dad had went to ask for like a tender document or something to the Cancer Institute.
Okay.
That time, the director she had requested for donation of food as the cook wasn't coming as it was COVID and there was a
Hmm.
huge lockdown. So around that time, my dad and his few apartment friends first started cooking food. I joined them in donating and giving the food to the children.
Right.
That time I became friends with a few of the kids, and one of the kids he requested me for coloring books. Then I had like few coloring books and all since I love reading books and I'm a bibliophile myself. So I had a couple of children's books, coloring books, and I went and I gave like 25, 30 of them. Problem there was more than 300 kids in that hospital.
Hmm.
So with the help of my parents, I sent a message to apartment neighbors,
Hmm.
school friends, and family relatives,
Okay.
and I collected over 2000 books in just 3 days. With this collection of books, I went to the director of the institute. She told me that instead of distributing books,
Hmm.
why not set up a library? That sparkled the idea for me from within.
Hmm.
And then she gave me a small space near the children's wall. I set up my first library with 1036 books. From there onwards, it gave me a sense of satisfaction and happiness seeing all the children picking up books, enjoying coloring, drawing, being in their own imagination, and gaining knowledge.
Yeah.
With that, then I continued my journey.
Absolutely fantastic. So, what kind of books were those? Like kids' books or any different type of books?
It was
As your
all,
first project,
as with my first library, it was only mostly children's books.
children's books, and it were all donated by your like relatives and family members and friends, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, nice. The first, I mean, like the memorable moment, I mean, when you first launched your library, what has been your like that motivation? Like, I mean, what has been your memorable moment after that? Obviously, I mean, like kids were happy and all that. Something like as you said, you were happy to see their smiles and all that. So just share that some moments with me.
Yeah, so after all the inauguration of the library was done, we went to see like the library, and that time when I saw the kids sat down, it was like a dedicated children's area with the library and
Hmm.
so many playful toys and all. The children would sit down,
Hmm.
color books, have fun, play, and let me tell you, these are cancer kids. They had so much of fun, and for the first time seeing those true smiles from within their eyes, not only just their face, made me feel
Hmm.
inside like such a sense of warmth and gratitude
So nice.
and
I mean, like
delightfulness.
great, great. See, I mean, like right from the very beginning, whatever you have done, I mean, like touched so many hearts. I mean, like especially young hearts. They have, as you said, they were all cancer patients, and like people look at them like they have very little hope and all that. But whatever you have done, I mean, you have given them lot of hope and aspirations through your books. I mean, the kind of thing that you have done, they have found, as we know, that like books open oceans and like world for us. So you have done that through that first library project, isn't it right?
Yes.
So we all know that I mean, like, books and libraries can definitely change. I mean, our lives, the way we see it, it opens a different dimension, different world for us all through. I know, like, you are also at this stage where kids, young generation are all into mobiles, gadgets, and all that, right? So, do you see like there is a shift like happening, like because people are no more interested in reading books and all that? They're mostly glued to watching mobiles and all that. So how do you see this? And like, I mean, how do you think like your libraries and all that, the books that you love, how it will change this entire thing?
See, a phone or gadgets mostly are just addicting devices. It increases our screen time. It might make our
Right,
eyes get bad, our body, and we mostly change our psychological and behavior impacts. It impacts everything in our life, overall
correct.
our lifestyle accordingly. Meanwhile, a book, it helps you to gain knowledge,
Hmm.
enhance your vocabulary. Overall, you go to this imaginary world filled with curiosity and filled with your own characters. That's what a book gives you.
Correct.
Also, you can say that there's Kindle, there are many other apps and all where you can read from. We also gain knowledge from that. Everything comes. But that's not the thing about with my libraries. There'll
Hmm.
be no screen time, anything, nothing related to gadgets. The main aim is the touch and feel of a book matter. That gives a different aura, a different sense.
Absolutely.
It can't be described just through words. You have to feel it and then you'll find out.
Absolutely, I agree 100% with you because at my age, like when I was a kid and I was fond of reading books and all that. So I remember like whenever my parent or my brother or my uncle, whoever used to, or my friends used to give me a book, the first thing what I used to do is I open the book, the first leaf, I used to smell it. I don't know like whether you do it or not. I mean, like I used to smell it. The fresh smell of a book is uncomparable. It's like you cannot compare it to like it's just so nice. I mean, you give so much of that positivity and it's great feeling. Do you also do that?
Sometimes, yes.
Do you think in today's generation, like I mean, you are in school right now, we have libraries in school, but do you think like there has been a little bit of lack or say different change in mind the way we promote, I mean, books these days? Do we have that? Because earlier, like I mean, let's say 15, 20 years back, there used to be like people like our guardians, our parents, teachers, they used to say no, no, you have to read book and all that. Do you see the same thing right now? Because if I talking to you, we have a huge age difference because I don't know like what's happening in schools right now. You are in school, you know, like I mean, what exactly goes through that, how people are, students are motivated.
Well, generally, I don't know about other schools, but in my school, we have like one period for just library, and then we just borrow books or just read over
Right.
and keep them back. I don't think that the entire environment has changed,
Hmm.
but rather the introduction of more new technology and all, people get
Right.
easily distracted to it and a bit more attracted to technology, thereby leaving books behind. It's not a change in the environment, it's a change in the mindsets of the people.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I agree with you. So, I mean, like right now, you said you have opened 16 libraries in Hyderabad, right?
18.
18. Okay. So, do you have any plan of moving out of Hyderabad and expanding this particular project and like to any other cities or any other districts right at this moment? Or what's your thought process?
Actually, for three libraries
Hmm.
in Tamil Nadu
Hmm.
and one library outside Hyderabad in Telangana in Siddipet Bharosa Center, and one in like it's a Kanyakumari Public Village Library, and the other one Coimbatore Street is for the street libraries. I gave the books to the police, and another like a boys club in Chennai. So I have done it before. And
Hmm.
I also plan expanding more, not just Hyderabad, but also
Hmm.
more places when I get the opportunity and chance to.
Yeah, nice. So, I mean, which standard are you in right now, Krishna?
Eighth.
Eight, okay. So eight is obviously it's a lot of pressure. Like I mean, to read books and all that is there. Like you have your own subjects to deal with for a regular basis. So how do you balance that? I mean, like you go to school, you have your own maybe tuitions, coaching, and all that, and maybe like the next 2 years you have your board exams also. So how do you balance all these things?
Yeah, the thing is, I first start weekdays, I leave school and maybe extracurriculars, and weekends, I dedicate to my library activities.
Okay.
Also, I do cycling as a sport, so
Hmm.
I try my best to balance everything possible. During exams, not much of libraries. When I
Hmm.
feel like I'm free, I dedicate my time to libraries then.
Okay, okay, great. Obviously, I mean, like whatever you're doing alone, you cannot do that at your age. So you need lot of support from your family, your I mean, like school and all that. So if I just say from your house, your home, who is supporting you most? I mean, like your parents. Like, how do they do that? Support you?
My parents are my backbone and my first motivation when it comes to my libraries.
Right.
They're like everything to me in this whole journey of mine.
Okay. So how do
So
they help you? I mean, in terms of your planning or how do you connect with people? How do they help you out?
they help me by giving me out connections, by
Right.
taking new places and then seeing when and how I can establish a library, helping me to plan the library and all.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
a lot.
Right. And your school, like what kind of support and help do you get from your school, from your teachers or your friends?
School, I get like a lot of motivation and support from like my teachers and my friends. They have motivated me a lot. My
Right.
school also has helped me with my libraries with some of the students by donating books to my initiatives.
Okay. And teachers, do they suggest you, give you new ideas and all that, new thoughts?
Some teachers have given me new ideas. Others sometimes donate books, but most of the time it's motivation.
Okay. Okay. And how do your like friends feel about you? Like, do they feel proud about you when you go and talk about that you have opened a new library now and like you have made these celebrities or maybe I mean like people? How do they feel about that? Or what is their expression?
Well, they are mostly happy for me and they mostly like support me and all. Some of them have in fact donated like
Hmm.
20, 30, maybe most 40 books.
Right.
One of my really close friends has visited one of my libraries with me during the inauguration.
Okay, okay, nice. They also enjoy being with you, being part of your, I mean, this particular journey, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So now I'm coming to the most interesting part of this discussion right now. What actually happened that, I mean, you got a call from our Honorable Prime Minister, I mean, Narendra Modi, and what happened after that? Actually, we get influenced looking at him. Now you actually influenced him, you inspired him to, so what happened actually?
Well, Modi ji had heard about my activities, and during that duration, one day we received a call from his office saying that I'll be featured in the next 106 edition of Mann Ki Baat that happened during September.
Right.
Mann Ki Baat happens every last Sunday and all.
Yeah.
So that day we were excited. Some reporters they came and they interviewed, took snapshots of us. And the next day, me, my parents, few very close friends, we all sat waiting in eagerness for the Mann Ki Baat. The next second my episode came, it
Hmm.
became a blast. After that, I received so many calls from so many people asking to donate books. Every day, at least I'll get some call or people come knocking into my door and they'll be like, we have 5 books, we have 10 books, this is the location, and it's been a lot due to this. And after feeling that, after seeing the monkey bar, even I also felt like a sense of motivation. Seven
Right.
libraries already enter the monkey bar.
Hmm.
If I do, it can reach more people.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, like our PM coming into this and helping you in this initiative, I mean, actually gave you a lot of boost to your particular library project, right? Because you reached people who were not aware of you. I mean, you came to the limelight. I mean, like people started knowing about you, not about you, especially you, the kind of amazing philanthropy work that you are doing, people came to know about you, and that's actually give you more power to you, right? Power in the sense like, I mean, doing more work, motivation and all that.
Yeah, that I've gotten motivation and I
Hmm.
continue to do the work which I'm doing.
Correct, correct. Yeah. So did you meet, I mean, our honorable President Draupadi Murmu also? Like,
Yes, yes, it happened December 2023 and also during the Independence Day, August 15th.
okay. So, I mean, where did you meet her?
Like I had two meetings before. One was at December over here in Rashtrapati Nilayam in Hyderabad. This happened in
Hmm.
2023.
Right.
And the other one, I got an invitation from the president's office for a Independence Day reception.
Hmm.
It happened in Delhi and in Rashtrapati Bhavan. And over there also, I happened to meet Murmuji.
Okay. So how was your experience with her? Like, I mean, what did she tell you? I mean, like, whatever you're doing.
She was quite impressed with my initiative, and just like our prime minister and how everyone has been saying so far, even she has also motivated me, giving me some really wonderful words that has continued
Right.
throughout my journey.
Okay. And you met, I mean, our prime minister also, right? So how was that experience? Like, I mean, what did he tell you? I mean, like,
When I first heard I was meeting the prime minister, I was first shocked and speechless.
yeah.
When we went over there, what was supposed to be a 2 minute meeting
Hmm.
extended more than 23 minutes.
Oh, nice. So what did
Because
you
we
discuss? Like 20 minutes is a long time. I mean, like he's such a busy man. I mean, like people don't get so much of time to interact with him. You got that opportunity. What did you discuss?
So when we talked about the library initiative first, and then he said that in order for a village or like a district to develop, there has to be five things:
Hmm.
a post office, a railway station, a school, a police station, and last but not the least, a library.
Okay.
He told that he was very fond of libraries as a kid, and there was one in his hometown.
Okay.
Then after that, when I asked him about my 25th library and whether he would come, I told him about my target.
Hmm.
Then he promised me that he would visit my 25th library.
Oh, amazing. So already he gave you a promise that he will be visiting and doing the inauguration with you.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now you have a very good connection with him. I mean, what I can understand. Nice. So, I mean, like when we talking about Modi ji and all that, so let's also try to understand from you, like take your perspective. Do you see like, see, government should also like, I mean, not talking about the any kind of government, whether it be state government, central government, or anything. Do you think they also should now come and do promote more of this particular community libraries, because we don't see this much? Long back, community libraries used to be a very big thing in all cities and all that, but now, as I said, we were discussing with mobile and all that, that interest in books and everything has is diminishing. So the community libraries are also very slowly, I mean, they are vanishing from our society, from our life. So do you think like this is the time the government should also promote community libraries, set up more libraries? What do you think?
Already the government, I feel like there should be some sort of step from them in promoting and helping out within community libraries.
Hmm.
There used to be, and I think there's still now, but people rarely visit them.
Okay.
Like it's mostly for like just a visit, like tourism visit. They don't actually go dedicate to that library space, sit, read, and enjoy the environment within the library. But rather it's just for a visit. And if the government takes in a step in promoting these community libraries not as a tourist spot, but rather as a place where you can enjoy and engage in a lot, I
Right.
think it would really help out.
Very good idea. I mean, so, but I mean, as you rightly said that I mean, people should not. This is a message that I mean, like everybody should understand and put them in mind. They should not visit a library just as a tourist. They should like just go inside, take some books out, and then put it inside and then come back. They should sit and read. But do you think, I mean, like you are a young generation right now? I mean, like, do you think like social media can help in terms of some kind of building awareness or building interest among people, like just not to visit these libraries, should read? And how do you think, like, do you have any thoughts around that?
Social media influences people into doing something, and if we put these kind of messages into social media,
Right.
once they pop up around the term of going viral, then
Right.
many people will actually see the importance of libraries
Hmm.
and start doing it not as a tourism spot but rather as an actual library.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. That's a very great message, actually. I mean, what I heard from you, that they should not visit as a tourist place. It's not Bali or something like that. That's a place where you gain knowledge, and you should devote some time, at least minimum, say 15 to 20 minutes. You sit with a book and then read it. I mean, open few pages, then only you can build interest. Other than, it's not possible, I mean, to do that. I think you must be knowing, like, these days there are a lot of content creators are coming into the space, like, I mean, Insta, Facebook and all that. Even they're called influencers also. Have you ever, like, approached any content creator or an influencer, or they have engaged with you to build a kind of awareness around this, mainly to reading books, and they should have go to libraries? Have you ever done that, or anything happened around that?
I don't think so. Anything has happened around it. Mostly it's with meeting up government ministers and all, and government has helped on making my libraries a lot more approachable. But with
Right.
content creators, maybe soon.
Right. No, but because I personally, like, want to send a message, I mean, through this particular video, that there are a lot of content creators and influencers there right now. I see often, like, they are creating content on different topics and all that on Insta, Facebook and all that. I would suggest, recommend, highly recommend that please get in touch with Akarshana. Whatever she is doing is fantastic. Just try to talk with her and understand what she's trying to do, and let's spread this awareness. I mean, let's take this as a mission. Like, whatever she is doing, this is a mission. She is single-handedly doing this. Let's together join hands with her and, like, spread the message. It's not a war against, say, mobile or anything. Mobiles and technology will be there. I mean, they will definitely rule our life, but books has its own place. If people are reading books, definitely, I mean, it is going to impact their lives in a much better way. Do you agree that, Akarshana?
Yeah, everything has a place in life, and so do books.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So now we talked about a lot about those your aspirations and all that. Let's have something else, some light-hearted questions I want to ask you. So you set up libraries and all that. Who is your favorite author?
Favorite author is Sudhamurthy.
Oh, great. This is very interesting. I have my daughter who is 7 years old. I mean, she is also a great fan of Sudhamurthy madam. I mean, like, whenever I bring Sudhamurthy books for her, she will, like, and interestingly, within like 45 to 1 hour, she will finish all that one particular book. And I say, no, 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 you should go slowly. Shouldn't will, I know you, when you build an interest on a particular author and book, you feel that urge inside. But I tell her that you should take some pause, only you can enjoy that. I mean, like, so do you also do that? Like, I mean, do you finish a particular book in just one go, or, like, take some time, next day you do that?
Depends on how it goes. If I have a lot of free time, then I finish it in one go.
Hmm.
If not, then I'll fold a page.
Hmm.
Again, if I have free time, I'll again read some more. Again, continue like that.
Okay, nice, nice. So, I mean, if we ask you what's your favorite book, should be like, it would be like Sudha Murthy's book only, right? Or any other book?
Any other book, I'll
Okay,
say.
okay, okay. So, can you name any, like, you find it like very interesting, and also you want to recommend a book others who your age should also read?
I would suggest Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank.
Okay, yeah, it's a nice book actually. Yeah, great recommendation. Yeah.
It shows that despite all the struggles, you still find happiness within struggles.
Hmm. Very good, very good. Yeah.
That's one lesson we should all learn.
Absolutely, yeah. So you're talking about book, spreading all awareness about books. Have you ever thought, it came in your mind, that you want to write a book someday?
Yes, even now also it just came to my mind about writing a book.
Okay. So, like, any topic, any thought you want to, like, I want to write about this, like, whether it should be fiction or non-fiction. What's your idea?
I wanted to do fiction,
Hmm.
like mostly around children's books,
Hmm.
like short stories
Short
mostly.
story. Great, great, great. Yeah, yeah. Short stories is really good. I mean, like, especially when I was a kid, I used to read short stories a lot, because one particular short story, I mean, gives you a different topic, and also, like, I mean, a glimpse of a person's life, and then you move to another story, and then it completely opens a different chapter for you. I mean, so it's very interesting, right? So, Akarshan, a very interesting question. Like, if I ask you, like, I mean, obviously, setting up libraries, it's not a easy task. You need a lot of people's help, and also, like, books and all that. So, if you have, say, just for imagination, unlimited resources, like, I mean, money and all that, then what would be your dream library would look like, and what kind of books, and what is your thought?
If I had unlimited resources, I would say indoor library that's closed within that has
Hmm.
infinite number of shelves. Even if you climb to the top, there's even
Hmm.
more shelves
Hmm.
that houses every single kind of book, and
Hmm.
still we have books left.
So it's like there is no end to it. Like, whoever comes into, they will start reading and they will not move out unless they're satisfied, right?
Yes.
Right. So, in your next library, like when you are opening it, do you have thought about it? Like, do you want to invite any author or any celebrity? I want to do anything like that, or you're like, just no, I want to do it the way I am doing it.
I want to do it the way I'm doing it.
Okay. So nobody has approached you right now. Like, I mean, we also be part of any celebrity or author that, because I know that whatever you're doing, like, has now, because after your discussion with Prime Minister Modi and all that, I mean, you have reached a point like people have started knowing you. So people now, I think, will get in touch and with you and like wants to get to be part of you. So what do you think? You want to go solo? I mean, like, you want to be alone and do whatever you are doing with your parents, or what do you do?
Like for me, like during my recent 18th library, the governor of Telangana, he himself had inaugurated the library. So if I meet people like celebrities and all, and if I ask them, or maybe if they ask me like whether we can inaugurate a library or not, I'll be more than happy to accept it.
Hmm. Right.
Whatever the offer comes, I'll just take it up.
Right. But you're not, I mean, open to like too much of publicity, promotion, and all that, right?
Yes.
Right. So, Krishna, whatever you're doing, you have impacted so many lives. Maybe not everything you can see it, but definitely you must have got some feedback and everything. So, can you share like any kind of feedback that you have received? I mean, from anyone, maybe a kid, maybe, or whoever has visited your library that you have started that has
So
motivated you?
yeah. So like during my last the 18th library, the one which I've done,
Hmm.
it was in like a girls' orphanage, and when we went over there, when they announced regarding my library after the inauguration, they told
Hmm.
that we will dedicate to the kids every day 1 hour minimum
Hmm.
a time when they come to the library,
Hmm.
and they just dedicate to books. And when I heard about it, when I called them and checked on how the library is and everything,
Hmm.
they told that all the kids are going every day over there for one
Oh.
hour and are reading over there.
Hmm.
And a personal thing for me is some of the girls, after realizing how my ideas impacted, they themselves had opened up, come and told them about their ideas, like how can we motivate them and
Hmm.
all that. And having the one-on-one talk, encouraging them and all for the first time when they opened up was just really delightful.
Oh, excellent. So basically, you are now becoming a mentor. I mean, for others also. Like, you're not only motivating them, not only influencing them, you're doing a mentorship also. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, like at your age, when people will just do their own school studies and like homework and all that, they will be busy with that. Like, you are doing something that is not only impacting lives, but you're changing lives. I mean, the way people think. That's actually, people should know about you. They should be inspired about you. So maybe the last question, like, do you have, like, if you want to, through this particular video, what message do you want to put across to for everyone, maybe your young kids and everyone, about your library and about your book?
Books give you an imagination and books helps you to gain knowledge. So first message, I would request everyone to start reading books, whether it's at least maybe 10 pages or 15 pages per day. That's also okay. Whenever you
Hmm.
find free time, take out a book, something which you love, and start reading. And my second message is you have to give back something to your community or to your society no matter what. Because when you give back, it can be anything that you want. Maybe you want to donate clothes, maybe you want to donate food, maybe you want to do something that's
Right.
innovative. Yeah, go for it. As long as it impacts the community and matches your passion, that's what you have to go for.
Excellent. I mean, I really appreciate your thought. The way you speak, you have so much of confidence in you. Whenever you're talking, I can see your like that smile in your face and that eyes, your very nice sparkling eyes. That actually speaks volume about your confidence level. I mean, like that, whatever you have achieved, you know that the way it is impacting others' lives. So that is absolutely fantastic job. I mean, Akarshana, you're doing. So I wish you a lot of luck, and also whatever you want to do. I can very well imagine that where you are going with your library project. I want to see at some point of time that your library project is all across India, especially, and touching lot of lives, and people start reading books. That is the main message, I think. I mean, whatever you want to say, absolutely fantastic. Hope you enjoyed, I mean, this particular discussion with me.
It was wonderful. I enjoyed it a lot, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much. If you have liked this particular discussion with Akarshana, so please like, subscribe, and also comment which particular section of this discussion you have liked. I will definitely, if you have a particular message for me, put that in the comment section. I promise you that I will reach out to Akarshana and I will also give that feedback to her that whatever we have from this video. So we will again meet in the next spots, our podcast show. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you, Akarshana.
Thank you.